What did you do at all those different bins? Sarah, what did you do?
Count them.
Count what?
The books to see how much we had.
Okay. Tell me how you counted the books. What did you do to count them? Mariana, what did you do?
Me and Divya and Jordan counting by twos. Counting by tens because if we count by ones, then it would take longer, or twos.
And how did you count, Ricardo?
We counted by tens.
How would you mean you counted by tens? Tell me more. What did you do?
In a row. And then we try to get to 110.
Okay, so how did you organize the books in this bookshelf area? Because you had quite the huge area to work with. What did you do?
We used chairs and stools.
Okay, and what did you do with the chairs and stools?
We put the books on them.
How did you put them on?
We made sure they standed up because we didn't want them to all fall down.
Okay, so on that colorful chair there, how many books did you put?
We pitted 10 on every chair.
Okay, so you put 10 on every chair and then you counted. And what number did you get to? How many?
70.
70. Now, did you count all the books at that point or not quite? Okay, so who counted a different way? They did not count by tens. Cody, how did you count? How did you count really fast? Oh, you counted by what number? Did you count one at a time? Did you put them in groups of 2 or 5? Which one? You put them in twos, and then you counted by twos? Let's see if we can count by twos to 20. Are we ready? Just sit down and put your hands like this over your head, and let's try it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And on our hundreds chart, look, we can skip count. We can put our finger on 2 and then skip 2 over and get 2. And skip 2 over and get 2. 6. And skip 2 over and get to 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So we can skip count and get to 20. Now, we can also use the hundreds chart to count by tens. Where would I put my finger if I was counting by tens? Who can tell me? Look, we'll use the big chart to do it. Hold on.
10.
On this great big chart, hold on. Where would I put my finger, though, to count by tens using this hundreds chart? Where would I start? Ricardo, where would I start?
10, 20. 10,
So I start at 10 and then let's do it. 10.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
So we could count by tens, we could count by twos, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. How else could I choose to count? How else could I choose to count? Alicia?
5.
Oh, so look here. Where would I start counting if I was counting by fives? Jean, where would I start counting if I was counting by fives?
5.
Okay, so let's try it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
35,
40,
45,
50, 55, 60, 65, 70,
75, 80, 85,
90, 95, 100.
We could go up to 100. So, oh my goodness, we counted by fives, we counted by tens, we counted by twos. How else could I choose to count? Oh, but I did 5. fives. Fives is a good way. I counted by twos, I counted by fives, I counted by tens. How else did some people choose to count? Aiden?
By 6.
But did we do that? Did you skip count by sixes?
Mm-hmm.
You went like 6, and then what did you do next?
16. 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6, 12. Do we
It's
usually?
hard.
It's hard, right?
Yeah.
So what way did some people choose to count? Actually, a lot of people chose to count this way. Which way did some people choose to count, especially if they had a smaller number of books? What did you count by?
4.
Mariana?
You have to say what we can count by right now.
Okay,
But I have another one. If we had smaller, we can count by 1 or 2 or 3.
okay. Do we usually count by threes though? No, but we did count by twos, but who counted by ones? Okay, so a lot of us counted by ones. So let's see if we can count by ones. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, 12, 13, 14,
15,
16,
17, 18, 19, 100.
19, 100.
No?
What is it?
20.
20. Who used a hundreds chart to help them out? How did the hundreds chart help you? How did the hundreds chart help you? Alicia?
Let me ask you a question by the numbers.
Okay.
If you count by 3, you're just needing 3, 5,
That's 3.
5,
So 3, then,
30.
then.
No.
Is that an easy way to count?
No.
But Alicia, how did a hundreds chart help you out?
Because I didn't know how to find to let the numbers.
So if you didn't know, what did you do?
Use the 100 chart.
And how did it help you?
Because it helped me find the numbers.
Right. Who used the hundreds chart to find the numbers so they could count along? Ricardo, you used the hundreds chart really well to count along, didn't you? He went one at a time through it so that he could remember the different numbers. There's nothing wrong with using the hundreds chart. It's a good tool to use. Okay.